I've known Kimberly Noe for, oh my gosh, 5 years now, I think.
Right around there.
This woman is oozing talent. Like, there's nothing that she can't do. And
well, I put deodorant on this morning, so I hope it's not oozing.
Sorry. Thank you.
You're okay.
I don't know that I put deodorant on.
I didn't put deodorant on.
I was so concerned about the
Staying
eyelashes.
away from you guys.
Is it like going this way?
He's got one eye going up and one eye going down. He's kind of a derp.
A derp?
What's a derp?
Derpy, it's where you look silly, stupid. This is kind of, yeah.
Oh, is this an artsy term? Is that what you're saying? This is like a creative person term?
This is like a nerdy, cool thing, but you guys just don't get it.
Oh, so I'm asking, so I don't even get the definition.
Oh, you're not nerdy cool.
No, they make fun of Comic-Con and stuff like that, too.
Okay, so
anyway.
Hold on a second.
Derp. I can mooch your mic, you know. Think twice.
So I just want to let everyone know my major was art. So thank you, Sam.
In
Did
what?
you just mute me?
In what?
No, she didn't.
Yeah, I like to paint. I'm a very messy artist.
As in modern art? As in throw darts at balloons modern art?
Modern art.
Okay.
It was mixed media. So I really like to take acrylic paint, and then I would take mirrors and shatter them, and then accent the piece with the broken mirror.
Interesting.
Kind of the way that it came about was I had an art teacher that said, I want you to force the audience to interact with your piece. And I said, well, what other way to force them to, but then to make them see themselves? So if they see themselves in it, then they have no choice but to interact, and I control you. Boom. No control.
You were ahead of your time. It's very Alexander McQueen.
Oh.
Very ahead of your time.
So
anyways, I'm oozing with
about me.
creativity.
So back to your oozing issues. So
I've gone to the doctor for it. But,
I mean, Kimmie's a photographer, a videographer. She does digital graphic work, cakes, and I'm not just talking your like Sara Lee cake. I mean, not your Sara Lee. Oh, you gotta show her
not my
your
Barbie cake.
Yeah, not your Barbie cake.
You know what? I tried. I know you did. See.
like R2D2, 2 foot tall cake.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you guys know who that is?
Yeah,
I'm
Sam.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
Jesus, who gave her a mic?
Me.
She graduated. She thinks she's something.
She graduated. Now she's like got all control.
She's just moved from intern
Sorry, I'm
to
awake.
graduate.
I'm awake this morning.
She's had her coffee.
Yeah.
So Kimmie, if you're watching, and if you're not watching, you really need to tune in and watch right now, because we've got a couple of the head pieces that you've made. So Raw came to me through you, and share with everyone a little bit about how you got involved with Raw.
I got involved with Raw by going to an audition for a makeup contest, and the photographer saw my work and said, "Why haven't you auditioned for Raw?" I was like, "The sushi place? They what?" I had to go home and Google it and find out what it was, and I was like, I don't know, why haven't I? And I filled it out, and Laura called me right away and said, I saw that you watched the video. Haven't you?
Speaking of Laura calling.
Laura.
Let's see what Laura really said to you. Let's see if you're being honest.
She was.
I'm kidding.
All right, so we've got Laura with us. Hi, Laura.
Hi, how's it going?
We're doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. So we were starting to dive into how Kimmie got involved with Raw, and we want to learn a little bit about what Raw is, because it's not raw sushi.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Raw Natural Born Artists, we're an independent arts organization, and we're all about helping local artists get themselves out there, giving them exposure, promotional tools, resources, all the things that they need to be seen, heard, and loved by their communities. So that's basically what we're all about.
Well, and it's interesting because artists, you hear the term struggling artist, starving artist, so it doesn't seem like there's a lot of support out there. So to bring together an event where you have a group of, how many different artists are featured in a show?
We have between 40 and 50 local creatives in every showcase that we put on. Coming from 9 different genres of art. So we work with visual art, photography, film, fashion, hair and makeup, music, performance art, anything that really falls in those genres. So there's an amazing amount of creatives out there, and I'm always surprised every show how many amazing artists, come out and are showcasing their work. So
this sounds like, to have that many different artists, to have that type of an experience, this sounds like this has to be a really expensive night for people to come and to watch it, for somebody to buy a ticket.
It's actually, it's not. Pre-sale tickets are only $15, and, you can buy them on our website, and every ticket sale supports an artist in being able to be a part of this. So for only $15, you can enjoy 40-plus local artists, from your community. It sounds like, a pretty good deal to me.
It's a great deal. $15
Absolutely.
for a night out? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it costs $15 to go see a movie, and half the time it's shitty. So, yeah.
It's a good thing that we don't have to deal with the FCC.
I know, I'd be in trouble.
Thank you, Internet. So, Laura, this started here in Phoenix, correct?
Well, actually, our founder started RAW. She's actually in Orange County in Southern California. She started it about 5 years ago. She was a struggling artist herself, actually in the fashion arena, and just realized how few resources there are out there for artists and how many great artists there are. And so she started putting on these showcase events to first bring them out into the public eye. And so over the past 5 years, it's just spread to now where we're doing these RAW showcases and supporting local artists with all of our resources in over 50 cities across the U.S., in Australia, Canada, Europe, and more to be, launched and announced in the next year. So we've been in Phoenix for 3 years, though, so we've been in the local community for about that long.
So you guys do this? You do the show in 40 different cities and countries? Is that what you said?
It's over 50 cities in the U.S. and
Wow.
then we've got several locations in other cities or other countries as well. And you can actually see all of our locations on the RAW website, which is rawartists.org. And you can go to every city's homepage and see the artists that we're featuring there. So, through our website, we're taking it out of just the local community and letting you see the artists from those communities all in one place, which is pretty cool.
I think it's really cool. I like the website. I also like that you have all of the artists that are going to be showcased. You have a page for them. So what's really nice is that people can go there, they can look at all the different artists, kind of get some background information on them, and then they can buy a ticket, so that's kind of supporting that artist and ultimately supporting the whole event and giving you a great night out. What a great date night. This is a 21 and over event. For people that are artists that are not haven't been exposed to this yet and they want to become a part of it, what's the process?
So anyone who wants to be a part of this, you go to our website and you submit your work to us, whatever kind of artist you are. It's a simple process of, uploading photos of your work or linking us to videos or whatever it might be, and then we receive those submissions and we hand select the artists that we really think are promising and that we want to showcase, and then we give them a call and we get them involved. So
that's awesome. Well, Laura, we have some very promising artists that are here in studio, and we're going to give all of our listeners a little sneak peek into who they are and what brought them to RAW. And I want to thank you for giving us a call and being a part of the show this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be listening in. Can't wait to hear about, I know and love my artists, and I'm excited to hear them, talk about who they are. So enjoy.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. So, Kimmie. Kimmie.
Yeah, that's what they call me.
Yeah. All right. So tell me, what is it that you are going to be doing? Because there's so many different things that you do. What is it that you will be doing at this showcase?
I am actually showcasing full character design.
Really? We have to act surprised. Really?
Wow.
Wow. What is
What is a full character design?
Yeah, what is full character design?
Well,
does this mean that there's people involved?
Yeah.
Are they characters?
Yes.
Wow.
Most of the time, makeup artists come in and they'll do makeup on somebody else's clothing designs or whatever. Mine are full creature designs. It'll be
Very
makeup,
cool.
headdresses.
She said creature.
And 2 of them are sitting right there.
For those of you who don't know, Christina and Michelle will be will be models in this
Yes.
upcoming event.
Apparently, we will be creatures. Sam. Not models. Creatures.
You are a model that is showing off a creature.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. And so my inspiration for this show, it's April showers bring May flowers, but my inspiration was Fantasia, the newest one. I think it's 2000, Fantasia 2000. There's a song in there. I think it's the last. Is it the last one, Ron?
I believe it is the last big number.
Okay.
I made him sit and I said, you have
Okay,
to
and
sit and
this
watch
is
it.
Ron.
He is my partner in crime.
Last.
Hello out there in internet radio land. Can you tell this isn't my first radio show?
You have a great radio voice.
Well, thank you.
He has a face for radio.
Oh,
And this is why I'm in business with this woman, because she knows the real deal.
But I forced him. I said, you have to watch this piece, and you'll understand once you watch this piece where all of this came from. And he did, and he was like, I get it. I totally get it. I get the whole thing. And so there's this. She's a little sprite, and she is woken up by a stag, and she covers the entire forest and tries to cover a volcano with new fresh green grass, and the volcano explodes and destroys everything, and she renews it again. And I went from the aspect of winter is kind of like that volcano. It covers everything in snow and hibernates it, and then spring comes and renews and refreshes everything again. So I've got everything from that gloomy winter to spring rain, all the way through the spring storms and the lush green grass. And it's an entire story that leads into a full flower garden and the queen at the end.
very cool.
Awesome. Is she fire? Is Michelle fire?
I'm the queen.
Stop it.
Excuse me, I'm the queen.
Oh,
Let's get this right.
I thought we were talking about the show.
Oh, you know what? You might have been.
No, actually, Christina is one of, she's the rose garden, the trellising rose. And
Oh, boy.
I know Christina very well.
Red.
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 And I brought her headdress and her dress for her to try on today. But Michelle is going to be one of 2 things. I've already
Cactus?
talked to her about it. She's either going to be the rainbow
She just called me a flippin'
or
cactus.
the spring storm.
Ooh. She's a storm. I love you.
I will rock a rainbow too.
So do you do the costumes all do you put them all together that day, or?
I have been working tirelessly on 13 costumes. So they're all sewn and put together ahead of time. I try to pre-build as many of the prosthetic pieces. Like this piece right here that you see, that was for my audition for Face Off. And the entire thing was pre-built, and most of it was pre-painted before I did the process. Anything that I can do like that, because I've got so many characters that I'm doing that day, anything that I can pre-paint, it's going to be pre-painted or pre-built ahead of time.
What's great is when you go over to Kimmie's studio and you see everything. I mean, you don't understand what she will do with little pieces. Like, I've had broken jewelry, and I gave her a box of broken jewelry, and I'm like, here you go. I know you're going to do something with it.
That's like gold mine, yeah.
And she does.
That's exactly what that is.
These amazing masterpieces.
Placemats.
Placemats, exactly. What's really funny though was that when she said, "I'm doing this, I'm going to be a part of this showcase. I'm going to be featured. I need some models." I was like, "Okay, I'm always here to support you and model runway." Sure.
Right? I know. I told her. I said she sends me a message. So I need runway models for the show, and I'm like, I don't think I'm runway model size. And she goes, you are on my runway. And I'm like, perfect. I love you.
Well, there's a whole concept behind that.
So then what was funny, though, is that when I saw this, I was like, oh, I don't know what we're going to look like.
Yeah. We're going to be creatures. But it's
We're
okay.
going to be creatures.
You can still put on your resume runway model. See?
Hey.
There you go. Okay.
Okay, we're going to go to a break, and then we're going to come back. I want to learn a little bit more when we come back about how you two... What is the role that you two play together? I know that you're more than just the queen, so we want to learn more. Well, hey, I don't know. It is no limit, so we're gonna go to break now.
radio show on the Vets on Media Network.
I'm listening to the No Limits radio show on the Vets On
Oh,
Network.
Christina.
Good morning.
Good morning again.
We're back. No Limits.
All right, so we have Kim and the Queen, and we just want to know. We just are trying to figure out
What our relationship is?
Yes, because I know
Well,
you're married,
obviously
so
it's platonic.
yeah.
I was just going to say, I think we're still figuring out what our relationship is. I was telling her earlier how happy I am to be in business with a drag queen.
I did hear you say that. Is that because the headpiece, like the idea was like, this big, and now it's like this?
You know, the funny thing is, I know I'm not really giving any background between her and I, but excuse me, one of the reasons that I chose to be in business with her, because I've been a celebrity makeup artist for 20 years, and I could have gone into business with anybody I wanted to, but I chose Kimmie No because she is by far one of the most visionary artists that I have ever worked with and ever observed. Because, Kimmie, did you know that I observed you before, we decided on this?
I kind of had a feeling you were observing me because we were having conversations, and then we tried to make play dates, and nothing would work out. And
So he's not only a queen, he's a stalker.
he's a
Stalked
stalker.
him already.
I was just going to say, I mean, in this business, we're stalking each other, so...
Well, it is a pretty competitive business, and Ron and I are trying to reset the tone for that, and we're more about collaboration and celebrating the art of makeup and what you can do with the art of that instead of competing with each other about it.
And really also the art of being a beautiful human, because we work with women and men, a lot of men, in fact. Yeah, I mean... I'm sorry, here I am on the radio babbling, sorry.
It's okay.
It's No Limits. It happens.
Oh, great, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think one of our biggest focuses is to incorporate everybody into our art. And that means, again, women, men, big, small, very small.
The premise behind Beautiful Monstrosity.
Which was amazing. You know what I loved about that is seeing the way that all of the women in that magazine evolved. And I gotta say, I love it when people see the picture and what you did to me, and they go, "That's you," and they're kind of shocked. It's pretty cool. The different sizes, oftentimes, traditionally, when you think of models, when you think of fashion shows, you really think of these waif-like, unrealistic, like you just want to throw a sandwich at them. I mean, no offense, but it's like they need to eat something.
I agree.
And so I love it when you see all different sizes. So
Well, the premise behind that in the clothing world is they cut the designs to fit, and so the models have to be slim enough to fit and slide them on and everything like that. However, the world was changed when there was a size 12 on the New York runway this last season.
Really?
And I
how
see
has
that
worked
coming.
for them for so long? Because as a woman who is
It's
a
just
size
been
12,
standard.
when I look at that, I mean, my first thought is, yeah, but how's that going to look on me?
And you know what? That's exactly one of the reasons that Kimmie and I do what I do, or do what we do. I'm sorry, because we want to be all inclusive. I mean, we're not just, one of my makeup philosophies is that I don't just do makeup for the face or for someone's head. I do makeup for the whole person, and that's what Kimmie and I are doing this for. We're doing this for whole people in general.
Yeah. Excuse
Well,
me.
Yes, I do know you, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you, especially since you are working together. And what did you call them, Kimmie and the Queen?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
See,
you're
we
gonna
were
be
thinking
doing-
arcade design.
I was just gonna say now, Kimmie, this is sounding pretty.
Oh, I want
promising.
royalties. I'm just saying. I came up with it. So
You know what,
when
I'm
you
gonna
make
change-
lots
I'm
of
gonna
money-
one
change-
that you've gotten. I love the video that you made,
Thank you.
I really do.
appreciate that. That was very hard for me.
and I love just putting it out there. That video. Do you know
What video?
who suggested the song?
What video? What video? No one knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I did a video for Raw. They like
you
2
go-
minutes. They want each talent to submit a video of why you're such a rocking artist. And so it was very hard for me because my husband is knee deep in editing and he couldn't do it for me. which he usually does all my videos when they have to do
right.
it, and I had to do my own. And that was,
It's a fabulous video. The song, the background song. Kimmie posted a question. You know, I'm trying to find a song that is the essence of me, and immediately it was "Girl on Fire." Like within seconds, I posted. I was like, "That's you." Every time when I think of you, that's the song. So I'll share the video on the No Limits Radio Show page on Facebook. I also just shared the link. If you want to support this great artist, if you want to learn more about Kimmie, go to No Limits Radio Show on Facebook. I've shared the link. You can see some of the images of works that she has done, and then you can also purchase a ticket right there. We are going to learn more about a couple other artists.
Thank you, Kimmie and the Queen.